I don't normally do this, but my producer said to add a little music. Now tell me who this is. It's the Atlanta Beauty Network. Welcome to Chat Chat. Welcome to Chat Chat.
Welcome to the Chair Chat podcast. I am your host, Mrs. Shaka Cotton, and we are checking in from Atlanta. So today's special guest, I want to introduce you to someone who is celebrity makeup artist, salon suite owner. Also, she's the owner of an internship program, the Kimberlee Nicole Group, the Kimberlee Nicole Salon Suites. She is not just about all about beauty. She's also about impact, empowerment, and shifting perspectives. I would love to introduce you to my beauty buddy, Miss Kimberlee Nicole. Hey,
So
Kim.
Hey, girl. Thank you so much for having me.
You
I
are
am so blessed to be here.
honey, you a blessing, and I'm thankful that you are here. We are thankful that you're here. Thank you so much for dropping on in, because I know, honey, you busy.
Yes,
Booked
but
and
I
busy.
was gonna make some time for my girl.
Yes,
You
ma'am.
know I
I
was gonna
thank
make this
you.
happen. So yeah.
I thank you, because honey, booked and busy is the word for this lady here. When I tell you, she's not playing. She's all about these brands. So to start off with, a little attention grabber, hot seat, we're going to warm it up a little bit. So we have this segment that is called the hot seat. Okay? The hot chair, the hot seat. You are in the hot chair. So get ready, because these questions are getting ready to come quick. I want you to just answer with the first thing that comes to mind.
Okay.
And we're going in. All right. So, soft glam or full glam?
Ooh, that depends on the day. But first thing that comes to my mind is full glam.
Instagram fame or real life clientele?
Real life clientele all day long. That's what pays bills, honey.
That's right. Natural beauty or a beat face?
Natural beauty.
Love that. I love it. Biggest red flag in a client?
Ooh, attitude.
Ooh, attitude.
Definitely attitude.
What's one word that describes the beauty industry, in your opinion?
Evolving. It's constantly evolving.
I love that. That was so good. Because nothing stays the same.
It
but
doesn't.
everything has its way of coming back around. But it's always changing. I love that. What's one makeup trend that needs to go immediately?
The overlining of the lips.
Oh
my goodness.
The big lip trend. It said, let it go. Let it go.
Not a big fan of it.
Your most underrated product?
Underrated product. Ooh.
Because we have some brands out there.
I'm gonna say e.l.f.
Oh, come on.
e.l.f. concealer.
Yes.
That's definitely underrated.
Underrated, indeed. I love that. If your personality was a makeup look, what would it be?
Ooh, a makeup look. I would say soft glam.
Soft glam. I like that.
Yeah.
That's you all day.
Yeah.
I love it.
Definitely soft glam.
All right, y'all. She made it out of the hot chair, okay? She made it out. Okay, so I want to dive into a little bit about you. But I want to ask you, before we go all into your brands, because we have to uncover how you got to where you are now with your 3 locations, your internship program. I want to know just about some of the things that kind of make you tick. What's one thing about the beauty industry that you think that is completely fake but nobody wants to admit?
Instagram.
Oh, flex all day long.
All day long. The life and the clientele doesn't match their true reality.
That's so true.
I get it.
Yeah.
I do get it. But yeah.
It's definitely a flex.
It is a flex.
Honey, if I could have answered that question, that was the best I could have came up with, because everybody is
Yeah, yeah. Everyone wants to have fame, right?
Yes.
Yeah, but I like to your point. You said, what did you ask? I think you had asked clientele or Instagram.
Instagram. Yes.
Yeah, I think that we, from a professional standpoint, because we're a service provider, right?
Absolutely.
We need to get back to doing that, providing a service
Service.
instead of being a celebrity.
That's true.
That's just my opinion.
I like it. I like it. I'm down with you, honey. So, have you ever done a celebrity's makeup and thought, this is not giving what they think is giving? Like, you know how a lot of times they may be like, oh, girl. Or, you know, and it's just you kind of looking like, oh, that's not
Yes,
it.
I have.
Okay.
I have, and I'm very honest, so I tell them. And I got really good rapport with all celebrity clients,
Good.
and they take my advice.
Good.
And I give the suggestions with love.
And I love that.
Yeah, and they trust me as being a beauty professional, and this is what I do, so.
So they're not thinking that you're trying to hate on them
Oh,
or
no.
nothing like that. Okay, good. So is talent enough to make it in the beauty industry, or is it really about who you know?
Actually, in my opinion, not either of the two.
Okay.
It's all personality based.
Mm.
But out of the two, I would choose if you wanted me to choose.
Okay.
It's a little who you know.
I love
But
it.
if it's who you know and you have a great personality, because you can know the right people. But if you're not humble and kind and you're not showing up professional, if you're showing up like you're the talent,
Oh.
then that kind of like dropping it or whatever. So
it goes hand in
you
hand.
being a good person is actually what makes you strong.
I like that. A lot of people do show up with these hideous type of, it's all about me mentalities. And it's like you were in the door and you ruined a great opportunity.
Exactly.
Like nobody wants to work with you.
Mm-mm.
Like
that's what I teach my students.
Yeah, like go home, go back. Go back to where you came from.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. Okay, so stepping into your story, the breaking point when you knew that beauty was your calling, what was that moment for you?
I don't think you know how deep of a question you just asked me.
Oh, well, come on. Look. Let me sip my tea,
yes,
darling.
I'm gonna have to sip mine too, child.
Sip my tea.
So, my calling for beauty, it came from trauma.
Wow.
And it came from me losing my mom and my dad initially.
Okay.
And after I lost my dad, I remember just at the time I was Googling, and I said, because this was in 2004, I think.
Okay.
I was just Googling, like, how to become a celebrity makeup artist.
Okay.
And I came across a profile for Candace Corey. Have you ever heard of Candace?
I'm not familiar.
Okay.
I'm
She's in the
still
Midwest.
learning a whole lot of names and people. Y'all know I have not been exposed to a lot because I spent majority of my years behind the chair in the salon. So they be like, yeah, this person. I'm like, who? Like, I'm sorry. Sorry, y'all.
Yeah. So one thing I want to touch on prior to that is I actually went to cosmetology school, dropped out of college, went to cosmetology school, went back to college, and I thought it was fun initially, right? I remember when I was like 21, sitting in cosmetology school, and I actually just thought of this, right? So this is actually the beginning. So Joe Blasco is like a school out of LA.
Okay.
Hollywood, and they had a representative come to my cosmetology school, and I remember just sitting there like this, so amazed at the characters he was creating. And he was doing special effects, he was doing a lot of things, he did beauty, it was wonderful. And I remember saying, I'm gonna do that one day.
I love it.
I was 21 years old, so speeding forward till I got to maybe about 25, 26, and that's when my dad passed away.
Wow.
And was behind, just like you, behind the chair doing hair, and I wasn't fulfilled at all. And I wanted to do something different. And so when my dad passed away, that's where I started to turn my pain into purpose.
Come on.
And so I Googled that. I met some great people through Candace Corey. I started assisting her on set.
Okay.
And the rest is all she wrote.
Wow.
Then I endured more trauma. I lost my husband, who was the father of my kids.
Wow, I'm sorry.
And I remember being in therapy because that was traumatic.
That's traumatic,
right?
yeah.
You're going to go through therapy after you have that many losses. My mother, my father, and my husband, right?
Absolutely.
And so I remember I had a really cool therapist. She was a really earthy girl. And she
Okay.
was like, girl, what do you like doing?
Okay.
And I was like, makeup. And she was like, well, why you ain't doing it?
She called you out.
And I sat and I thought, and I was like, you're right. So like a crazy person, I ran through my house that very next day.
Okay.
I packed up all my stuff,
Uh-oh.
my 3 kids.
Uh-oh.
At the time, they were 4 years old, 7 years old, and I think 9 years old.
Okay, so they were little.
Little kids. I packed them all up, packed up everything in my little SUV, and drove to Atlanta. And everybody's like,
oh my God.
Is Kim okay?
Like, what is going on?
I was like, yeah, I'm going to Atlanta. I'm going to work for Tyler Perry.
What'd you say? Just like that. I'm going to work
Just
for Tyler
like
Perry.
that.
Like, listen, he
I
don't
had no
know
plan.
me.
I didn't have a place to
I
live,
don't know
y'all.
him.
I didn't know anybody down here.
Wow.
All I had was my therapist who told me
Okay.
that I needed to do what made me happy.
That's right.
In order to get me out of this dark place.
Come on.
And I ran to get out of that dark
Come
place.
on.
And the rest, I was down here for about a year before things started to line up.
Wow.
Right on the path to get me to where I am today. So I'm very grateful. It was nothing but God.
So it was faith in God and I would say it was basically your ability to push through the pain.
Yep.
Because a lot of people can't do that. A lot of people kind of dwell in their pain and just allow it to overtake. Instead, you switched it and said, you know what? I'm taking the wheels on this one and I'm chasing after my happiness. Oh, kudos to her, baby, because that takes a lot of strength.
Yeah.
That's true courage.
Yeah. And it was, like I said, I didn't have a place to live. I just want to win.
What did you have to unlearn in order to become Kimberlee Nicole? Because you know we carry some bad habits.
We do. I had to learn not to be so nice.
Come on.
There's a difference to being nice and kind. I'm kind.
Okay.
But being nice, I had to learn that when God puts you in certain rooms and he elevates you, that certain relationships will fall away, and it's okay. And don't be so nice.
What happened that showed you that you had to kind of put that in place and stop being so overly nice? Because I know you have a great heart. You have the heart of a true giver. So what happened? Like,
just overgiving.
Okay.
Overgiving and just wanting to help everybody and having a desire to help everyone and to elevate everyone, and not everyone receives that with positive intentions.
That's true.
So many, they receive it and they look at you like you're a goofy because of the fact that you want.
You want
Chicago term.
Thank you. Yes, look, all of our Chicago people. Yeah,
we say
goofy. What to say? Oh, goofy.
But they do. They look at you as if you're a goofy because you genuinely care. You genuinely want to help. So now I practice discernment, and I pray, and I help those who God leads me to help. So
that's absolutely it. I used to be the same way. My big heart wants to help everybody. You know, giving opportunities to anybody that has an ounce of potential. But of course, we know Scripture tells you don't cast your pearls among swine.
That's right.
And so here it is. I'm giving all this opportunity to somebody who really don't want it. They're just like, listen, I'm just here because I want to suck up what you got, and then
people have told me that before.
And I'm gone. Like I don't want nothing to come out of this. I just kind of want to suck you dry, because I'm tired of seeing you bouncing around and smiling all the time. So it just, it got to the point where, you see that your efforts are falling to the ground and you're investing money, you're investing time, you're investing prayer. And then after a while, you turn them loose. You're like, Father, this is your child, like not mine. I can't be the savior. I gotta let you do you. So
yeah, and like I said, I have had people tell me that they've said, hey, and they're not even makeup artists, and they'll just say, hey, I just want to be in the rooms that you're in.
And it's like, why? What?
What's your motive? But I'm grateful and thankful for that
Thank you.
transparency early on, because now I see you.
Absolutely.
I see the type of person that you are.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So.
Because God will put you in rooms that fit you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like every room is not for everyone,
No,
because
it's not.
everybody's heart is different.
Mm-hmm.
It's like when we are allowed in certain rooms, it's because trust is there.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if that door is closed to you, then you may not be ready for that door to be open.
Very
So,
true.
you know, we can't take everybody in every room because
No, you can't.
you know,
Yeah.
suffocation and pass out is a real thing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It is.
Did you ever feel overlooked in the industry?
Absolutely.
Okay, tell us, you know, how that felt, and you know, what was that like for you?
So because of the fact I'm very quiet,
Okay,
I am very quiet and kind of laid back and very chill, and I don't show up on set or any environment as if I'm the talent.
okay,
Right? I show up to do my job, right? And so in many cases, I've been overlooked because I wasn't the loudest person in the room. But then once my work eventually ended up speaking for itself, right?
Okay.
So, and then they started to appreciate my kindness, appreciate the fact that, oh, she's just humble and quiet and kind. She's a good person.
Absolutely.
Right? So it was welcomed, and then more opportunities came based off of that. But I think in this Atlanta market, it's kind of, a lot of people are used to you showing up being, you know, the celebrity influencer or the well-known person. And so when you're
the loud girl.
So when you show up very quiet,
they're not used to that.
They're not used to that.
Yeah.
They don't know how to receive it.
That's
and so
true.
they think that you're just necessarily a nobody, so to speak, but you end up being the GOAT.
Exactly. You'd be like, honey, I am whole Superman up underneath this Clark Kent.
Yeah.
Like, don't let the glasses and the suspenders fool you, because, honey, as soon as I go in the phone booth, you're going to see.
You're going to see.
Oh, you're
You
going
definitely
to
gonna
see.
see.
Show up and show out.
Yeah, so I have had to show up and show out in many cases. People now
like, oh, I see. Right, there you go. I see you. So, was there any moment during your career where you almost quit? Like, you know, we have our challenges and things get rough. Everybody thinks, oh, you make it look easy. And it's really like, oh my God, I barely made it here. But was there a moment for you that almost just made you tap out?
Oh yeah, absolutely. So, you know, I'm looking at it from a different angle, from multiple angles, I should say.
Okay.
So as a freelance
yes,
when the season is slow, oh, do I gotta get a job?
Yes. Oh my goodness.
So that's why I started to open a salon suite.
Okay.
I opened the agency because it was slow and I had to look for other ways to make money. And I didn't want to work, right?
A 9 to 5 is not for the creative.
It's not. It's just not a happy place to be in.
No.
It feels like being on punishment.
You are on punishment. Like, I can't be free to do nothing. Like, nothing at all. Like, all this stuff floating around in my head, and I just got to keep it here.
I'm at a desk and I'm like, oh, well, I could do this. And my creative juices are flowing. It's just not a happy place to be in. So
yes,
I wasn't going to get a job, so I used a little bit of my savings and I started off. I was going to rent a salon suite.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, salon suites, they're like $1,300 to $1,500 a month. I could rent a whole space and share it with someone.
Absolutely.
And I would have my own little location. And so that's where that started off. And I used that income in order to, whenever things get slow, someone else is renting a suite. So now that takes the place of my slow period. So, and then I just got another location and another location. And here we are.
You know, that's got a whole lot of apostolic anointing all over that, right? I'm just saying. You know, we think outside of the box. We always figure out how to enlarge a territory, or you know what I mean, like even helping yourself help someone else.
Yeah.
So I love that. Yeah. I love it. Okay, so in your time of getting your businesses started, helping people, how would you say it's been reciprocated? Like, has the industry been supportive or like secretly competitive?
For me, it hasn't been very competitive.
Okay.
I think that people receive me once they get to know me. They receive me very well. Good. And they see that, oh, okay, she's not here to take my spot.
Good.
This is a collaboration,
Absolutely.
right? So I'm received very well, and I know a lot of the influencers here, a lot of the celebrity glam team, and a lot of them are my friends because of
Good.
the fact that, as I mentioned at the beginning,
Mm-hmm.
say your personality speaks value.
Yes, it
And I put
does.
them in a comfortable space to let them know, girl, we all about to get this money.
Thank you. We in this together.
We are in this together, and let's figure out a way to collaborate with our gifts, because I'm a soft glam specialist.
Yes.
You're a full glam specialist. Let's
Yes.
figure out a way we can teach a class.
Hello.
You do the full glam, I do the soft glam.
Yes.
I teach very clean looks on how it look on set, for a very whatever the case may be.
Absolutely.
We can come together so we both can be successful.
That's right.
So I think that that's one of the reasons why it's not very competitive for me in my world.
I love how you make everyone feel like, hey, you have a space here.
Mm-hmm.
It's so much competition out here in the industry now, to the point where people really don't know how to collaborate anymore. Everybody's like, oh, it has to be me or nothing. And people don't realize when you collaborate with others, you go so much further.
You do.
Oh my
You
God.
really do.
Even I had to learn that in my early days, just because I used to have that mindset. Like, Chicago will make you have that dogmatic mindset of it has to be me. I have to stand prominent. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
And honey, as you go along and you start coming out of that mindset and you start partnering with people, and it's like now your network has become my network, my network has become yours, and honey, now our stuff is taking off. Tens of thousands of people are seeing what we're doing, and it's like, yeah, with me, I was just, with my little 1,000, two coming together, we got our 10. So it's a major thing at this point. So
yeah, and that's so funny that you said that. Just kind of to add on to your point.
mhm.
So a very well-known celebrity makeup artist, Tay Renee, I actually started working for her agency.
Yes.
And I can't remember, I think it was 4 years ago.
Okay.
And she poured into me. So now it's my duty to pour into others.
Come on.
So, and whenever I can, I pour back into her as well. And so just keep on that momentum going and just supporting each other. So
I love that. So, in your opinion, do clients really respect artists, like the makeup artists, or do they just really want the look? Like, is it just like, just make me look good and just, you can go?
In the celebrity space, I feel as if we're well respected. And many of my clients, celebrity clients, are my friends.
Good.
Because of the fact we make them look good.
That's right.
I think that behind the chair, we're viewed upon as a service provider.
Yes. Yes.
They don't necessarily want to be your friend unless there's someone who's a regular, right?
Exactly.
But if it's a new client trying you out for the first time, maybe come back every now and then, it's just about the service.
Yes, I definitely understand that. Has a client done something ever that's instantly made you not want to work with them anymore?
Yes.
Do tell.
Don't grab my products and start doing it yourself.
Oh, no, she didn't. Oh,
that's a no-no. You can give me your expectation professionally.
Yes.
Right? I am very, very professional.
Yes.
So in some cases, as you know, in our space, we're not able to do a consultation in some cases.
Exactly.
Right?
You just have to go.
You just got to go in. But I use that moment to just politely say, hey, let's have a quick consult.
That's right.
So I can get a better understanding of your desired look. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But to just take it, it's like, and start doing it. No.
Oh, honey.
That's so rude. Don't do that.
Don't do that. Oh my goodness. It's not cute. It's not good.
Not good.
Have you ever had to fire a client?
No.
Good.
I haven't. And I'm so happy.
Oh, you're so blessed.
Yeah, I've never had to fire a client.
Oh,
ever.
I think 2 in my entire lifetime.
Really?
2. And it was, you know how you go through situations of giving someone all of you and they're still not happy. At that point, I'm like, you know what? I apologize for any inconvenience. However, what I'm offering is not up to par for your liking. However, so we're going to discontinue this service from this moment on. And it was just one of those things like, yeah, you can't please everyone. So
no, you can't. You can't.
So
you can be the best in your area, and it's just the personality.
Absolutely.
But I thank God I have it.
That's a blessing.
Yeah.
That is a true blessing.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to talk about beauty and purpose.
Mhm.
Purpose behind you, Miss Kimberlee Nicole. So you're not just about beauty, you're about transformation. What does the transformation for you really mean?
So when someone is sitting in my chair, and one of the reasons why I know that I am booked and busy
Yes.
is because I don't, I understand the person that's sitting in my chair.
Yes.
It depends on the job, but in my space, if I'm dealing with the actor, right,
Mm-hmm.
and they have to focus on their lines, I'm making sure that their spirit, right, is good,
Yes.
right, and so I'm really big on energy and making sure that I have a good mindset. So when I'm touching them, there's no transfer.
Come
Of,
on.
it's because that will be transferred. That's just what I believe
Come
in other
on.
ways, right? And so I'm really big on prayer, right?
Yes.
So I pray, and then I remain calm because that keeps them calm.
That's so
Right?
true.
So that is a way to transform the energy in the space, right?
Yes.
To make sure that the mood is calm, because it is a calming experience. I want it to be
Absolutely.
a calming experience for them. So when it comes to that, from a client perspective, but as a beauty professional who's geared towards making an impact and helping those who now are in their 20s, because I'm 47.
Yes.
But those who are in their 20s and they're like, I want to do it. I want to do what you do. I want to teach, or I don't want to, because I am teaching.
I was just getting ready to say, honey, one is
I-
long gone because this
yeah.
is happening.
Yes, it
And
is happening.
yes.
So my goal is to make a significant impact where they can understand how important their role is, so they too, I can pass them the torch so they can understand the importance of being professional, because a lot of these young girls now,
Mm-hmm.
and this is no shade to them, they do require a little bit more guidance when it comes to professionalism and their attitude when they're touching on another person.
Yes.
Right. So
Lord.
I want to pass the torch from that, angle of being transformative. If that, yeah.
That's perfectly said.
Mm-hmm.
Would you say that a makeup service, the application in itself and the transformation, would you say that it hides or enhances?
Oh, it enhances.
Okay.
Yes, we don't want to hide anything. We don't want to turn people from, well, me. I don't transform completely to a whole nother creature.
Yes.
I like to look at a person, and because to me everybody's beautiful, and just enhance whatever features that they have, cheekbones, nose,
Absolutely.
whatever. I may have to contour a little bit, I may have to do this, but I want to enhance. That's my goal always.
What's the moment where your work impacted someone beyond their appearance? Like, a lot of times we think that we're just servicing their look, but they be like, oh my God, this was life changing for me. I didn't realize. So what was a moment that that happened for you?
Yep. So when I'm servicing just the everyday mom or professional, and they're not used to getting that type of treatment.
Yes.
So, and they're just not used to makeup, or even they're soccer moms, or they're just busy taking care of the kids, and they just throw their hair back in a ponytail. And then if I do their hair and their makeup and they see the total look, it's been so many occasions where they actually cry.
Oh,
like, this is me?
yes.
Yes, honey.
Like, this is you.
This is you.
Absolutely.
This is you. And so the boost of the self-esteem is so rewarding to me. It really is, because I see beauty everywhere.
Everywhere.
And I just want people to look in the mirror and see beauty in themselves.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Like, honey, every part of me has something beautiful about it. Even the little, the little nuances that we see, it has something beautiful about it. So let's talk about you being a boss, okay? In your business, what would you say is one mistake that cost you a lot of time and a lot of money? Like,
ooh.
Yes, honey, sip, 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 because we spilling tea.
So as a salon suite owner, I have given many opportunities to support other small brands.
Yes.
Whether it be, hey, you can come in, I'm going to give you a whole month free in your salon suite. I want to be able to sew into your business
Yes.
because someone sewed into mine.
Absolutely.
So I'm paying for it. And I have had more people than you would imagine taking advantage of that. And they get the money for free.
Really?
I'm like, that's a thing now.
Like,
You hop literally, you move furniture in
exactly. Like you're going through all that trouble
just to get and make the money.
and then be gone.
That has happened to me on more than one occasion.
Jesus. Oh, that's terrible.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be like, listen, if you gonna hop in and hop out, bring your little toothbrush. What's the little edge brush that you get? Listen, you don't need to bring all this furniture, honey. Just let me know through the door what your motives are.
But I'm very grateful and thankful because with anything and everything in life, you're gonna have pains.
That's true.
So I learned from that, and now I'm able to still offer move-in specials for my suites, but just not that generous. Not that generous at all.
Absolutely. It teaches you how to, give, like you said, you operate off of discernment.
Yeah.
So it teaches you when to use discernment. Well, we're using discernment all the time, but when to give grace.
Yep. When to give
and when not to give grace.
Yep.
So I definitely get it. If someone has $0 and they have a dream, what would you tell them is step number one?
$0 and a dream. Do whatever you got to do to get a little bit of something so you can get your business off the ground. Let me tell you, honey, girl, I drove Uber.
Come on.
I had 9 to 5 when I opened my first salon.
Yes.
Well, no, my first salon here in Atlanta. Because before I got the salon suites, I owned a salon in Riverdale.
Okay.
And I had just very little money, and people kept telling me, I think I had $2,000.
Okay.
And the moving amount was $2,000. It was like it was $1,000 for, it was like 1,200 square feet, 6 stations, shampoo room, little dryer, and 1 salon suite. And everyone kept telling me, you gonna give your whole 2,000? That's all you have? And I was like, I was in there, girl, painting, laying on the floor.
You said, listen.
And I drove Uber. No lie. I was an Uber driver.
Shout out to Uber.
I was a driver. And that's how I made the money to get the supplies, to paint the walls.
Yes.
And I did that. And then business just kept up, kept flowing or whatever. And then I was still working on set and stuff, but this was, how it is.
Absolutely.
You're booked sometime and then you're
sometimes
not booked.
Yes.
It was building me up to where I am today. So this was back in 2016, 17. But this is exactly what I did in order to get it off the ground.
A lot of people don't realize that consistency is the key. You don't have to have a lot in the beginning. The thing is, just be consistent. That's what you have to do.
You have to be consistent. And I've had people tell me all the time, girl, you ain't gonna never give up that thing. And I'm looking at them like,
why would I?
Why would I? Are you waiting for me?
Exactly.
No, ma'am. I'm not.
Praying on the downfall. No, ma'am. Say no, we're not. We didn't get in this to give up.
No.
I'm sorry. Wait for it. How important is social media versus real skill? Because of course, we've talked about making it look good for Instagram, but in person, it could be really, subpar. So, how important do you feel like that is? To have
So I think you have to have the skill. You have to have the skill. You have to have the background, the formal education, especially when it comes to sanitation, right? So I'm a big advocate of you having a God-giving skill and a formal education tied to that. One thing that you don't want to do is, let me go back in my statement. It depends on what you're working in, right?
Right.
So in television and film, they don't want you to look high glam because that's not necessarily realistic. If you're going in, they want you to look like you woke up in the morning if you're laying in the bed. So you have to be able to, a person with that very soft hand or very natural look or whatever, that's their mastery area. They're the subject matter expert in creating natural, clean looks. Now that's would be viewed as subpar to some people, but it's actually not.
It's
To
not. It's
you know,
very necessary,
yeah,
like you said,
it's
for
necessary.
nobody's gonna walk down the street with a full glam face, but
Right.
supposed to be outside
Yeah, you're
playing with their
creating a
friends.
right. You're creating a character. So, and that's
Exactly.
one of the reasons why I enjoy working in television and film because I could do full glam beat all day long, but I also enjoy creating those characters. So I think
Yes.
it has to do with the area that you're working
Let's talk about for you because you've been in the industry for a while and we understand that you love to be able to help and to reach back and to
in.
help others, so you can pass the baton. What legacy do you feel like you're building and how not how you would go about doing it because you're already doing it, but what do
Hmm.
you feel like is your legacy that you're building?
I know that people will say she didn't gatekeep. She gave me all the information that I needed. I'm very informative. I probably overshare. I do. I give everyone everything that they need
Hmm.
because in certain phases of my life, somebody gave me everything that I needed.
Everything.
Everything that I needed in order to get to. So if I give you the information, it's up for you to utilize it, right?
That's
But
true.
um, I don't gatekeep, so that's something that I know that people will always remember me for in my legacy.
That's amazing. So if someone feels overlooked right now, what would you tell them?
Mm. Continue to show them who you are and that you are that girl or that guy,
That's
right?
right.
Continue to do you and to not give up because the right people are going to see you. You might be in an environment around the people that you're not necessarily tied to, and I had to learn that. I was trying to be in one angle, and God was bringing me my whole tribe that supports me.
Oh, say that.
Yeah, so you gotta just pay very close attention to who you're trying to be seen by because that might not be the
That
group of people that you need to be seen by.
may not be your tribe.
May not be your tribe.
Finish the sentence. Beauty is
Phenomenal.
awesome. I love that. Okay, so we have this segment called Cheer Chat Confessions. Okay, so I'm gonna make a statement and you're gonna tell me fact or cap.
Okay.
Okay, fact or cap, y'all. Y'all lock in. You can buy your way to the top in the beauty industry. Fact or cap?
Cap.
Followers matter more than the skill.
Cap. Mm-mm.
The industry isn't as glamorous as it looks. Fact or cap?
Fact.
Some artists are more famous than they are talented.
Fact.
Big
Mm-hmm.
fact.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So people are wondering about, like, say for instance, the natural makeup versus the full glam makeup. Can you give the audience a breakdown of, what that is? Because a lot of people, they may just be,
Mm-hmm.
very new to the industry and they
Mm-hmm.
don't understand. So can you explain and break down, what that is for you?
Ooh, so soft glam. So I'm a big fan of, and I'm sure you probably noticed the difference of the Hollywood glam compared to the Atlanta glam.
Absolutely.
So the Hollywood glam, if you look at a red carpet look for the Oscars or for any award show, it's total opposite to what we're gonna be wearing here in Atlanta,
Yes, it
right?
is.
It's softer. It's geared to more enhancing features and being very soft, right?
Yes.
I am a big fan. I study Hollywood glam.
Yes, yes.
So I love the red carpet looks. I study them. Oh my God, I love them. I love everything
Aw.
from head to toe, the hair, everything, right?
How it all comes
How it all
together.
comes together, right? So, but I also like the Atlanta glam as well. I just don't like it as much as the soft glam that the Hollywood glam, right?
That's
And
yeah.
it's so funny that some people think that the full glam is Hollywood glam.
It's
No,
it's
it's not.
different.
It's a huge difference. And so in Atlanta, we're into the contouring. We want to sculpt
Yes.
our nose. We have to have perfect brows, and it's totally different. And it's gorgeous.
It's,
And photos.
yes,
is all about the aesthetic, right?
absolutely.
Not to say that Hollywood glam is not beautiful in photos, because it is. It's stunning.
Mm-hmm.
It just has a totally different look that looks a little bit more natural.
It translates so different.
It translates totally different. So that's the only difference that I think. But I love both, but that's the difference.
What is the difference between a pretty face and a powerful presence?
The difference between a pretty face and a powerful presence. The powerful presence announces you as soon as you walk in the room.
Yes.
You don't have to say anything. It's all about your energy. You just have your whole demeanor of who you are. Just, hey, you're the loudest one in the room, but you've said absolutely nothing.
Oh.
You said absolutely nothing. So, are you going to ask me if I could choose between the two?
Yes.
Powerful presence all day long. I get that all the time. I can come into a room and no one can know who I am, but then I'll get seated in VIP.
Come on. And everybody in the room is looking like, who is she?
We know she's somebody.
She's somebody. Who is she?
This has happened to me a lot in the Atlanta space, right?
Yes.
And so, but it's just that confidence.
That's right.
But also that humility at the same time. And that's just something that you either have or you don't have, right?
That's
Sometimes you can be a pretty face, but you can see insecurity.
Because there's a lot of insecurity that goes on.
Or even attitude.
Yes, indeed.
Right? Negative energy. You can see some of that behind a pretty face. But then you do have some pretty faces that come in the room and they are just powerful in their presence as well.
And just as humble.
And just as humble as can be. So
that's right.
Yeah.
All right. So tell our viewers how to find you, and for your last remark of what you want to be remembered as. When anybody looks at you, they look at your page, they see your work, they see your work drive, your work ethic, your hustle, your momentum. What is the one thing that you want them to be able to say and remember of you?
I hear this a lot. So the very thing that I hear frequently is beauty is kind, right? And because I'm providing a service of beauty and I have such a kind heart.
Yes.
So that statement right there, I think, is because beauty can be identified in many different ways. Some people think that it could be intimidating, right?
Yes.
People, who don't feel that confident.
Yes.
But beauty is kind.
Very.
Right? It's very kind. But someone actually said that when I spoke on the panel, and they were like, "Yeah, they when they did the intro, they was like, she's probably one of the kindest makeup ever had." And so that is a significant impact that I'm leaving, and a mark that I'm leaving on this industry, which I appreciate and I'm very grateful, and I know that it comes from nobody but God.
Nobody. That's honey. God, you're the goat.
So, but I can be reached on Instagram at the Kimberlee Nicole. My salon suites is Kimberlee Nicole Suites. And then we didn't mention it, but Kimberlee Nicole Studios as well.
Yes, because Miss Kimberlee Nicole is in the director's chair.
Yeah, producing.
Yes, producing.
Yeah, starting to produce films now. So.
Okay, so we have something to look forward to.
Yes, you have a lot.
Awesome. We cannot wait. Our Chair Chat crew, we get the exclusives, right? Okay, so we're going to make sure we get all the exclusives because we know the boss.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you so much for being here on the Chair Chat podcast. Atlanta Beauty Network is here to support any and everything that you do. So we want to make sure that, as you're rolling out these features, any and everything that you need a presence behind, or you need people behind, we're here.
Yes,
we are here.
That. I really appreciate the support.
Absolutely.
And I support you too.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So until next time, guys, thank you for tuning in with the Chair Chat podcast. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share. And we are sipping and spilling the industry tea. Until next time. amazing.
I was trying to figure out what camera to look in. I was like, do I look there? Do I look there? Do I look at you?
So I am so excited because I'm like, honey, I'm like, baby, come through this camera. Okay,
I'm happy that you're happy.
in that.
So this is nothing but God.
Girl, when I tell you, oh God, and when I am so excited. Like, God was just nudging me, like, get it going. And I was like, God, I don't want to do it yet because
Welcome to Church.